Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here, and today I want to talk to you about my planner. Well, not planner, a scrapbook. It is my scrapbook which is holds all of my 5-star reads for the year. So let's have a look and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Okay, so today I wanted to show you a bit of a project I've been working on this year. I picked up this folder in Hobbycraft. It was black and white, and then I sort of decorated with different stickers. Now, please be warned, I am not a scrapbooker, I'm not a planner, I'm not an artist or artistic in any way. So this is just my little thing, and I've quite enjoyed doing it, and I think I will continue it next year. So I put in favourites because this is going to be my favourites, my 5-star reads of this year. I thought this was quite cute. Doesn't look like me necessarily, but I thought it looked quite cute and booky. I love this idea of these sort of butterflies and the adventure awaits in every book, and then I obviously put in story here. So as I say, this is a scrapbook that is going to be a record of all my 5-star reads. I got this idea from Sarah's Nightstand. I'll link her down below in the videos that she makes, and she got her inspiration from another scrapbooker who scrapbooks their monthly wrap-up. So all of the books they read go in here. Now I know I wouldn't keep that up. I know that that would be too much for me, and I wouldn't keep up a scrapbook like this, but I really like this idea of just filling this over the years with the 5-star reads, especially as now I'm getting less and less 5-star reads. So I'm hoping there won't be too much glare. I'm using these plastic wallets which have got 3 sections in them, so a larger one and 2 smaller ones, and I picked up a load of Erin Condren planner things to put in here. So this is my sort of front page. At the bottom here you can see I just did a sort of 2009 Are the Memories Best Books, and up here is my content. So spoiler alert, these are my 5-star reads of this year, and then it just gives you the order that they are in here. And then what I've done on each one is I've put the number they are in the book, or the number I've read them in the year. I've then printed out a copy of the front cover, and then I've also down here tried to use words to do with this book. It's a tearjerker, it's about exploring, and there's this I love you to the stars and back because stars are a main theme, and then I've given a synopsis of the book, and I've tried to theme each of these pages around the book. So my second one is In at the Deep End, and I've done the same here for that. Talked about how funny it is and given a synopsis of the book. I had To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Sorry, this one seems to be quite shiny, with adventure and daydream. I've got The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, the classic there. Death at SeaWorld. And I've used a ticket here that I had because I thought that was, you know, the idea of going into SeaWorld as a theme park, saving the world, captivity. I then had another book about killer whales, Wild and Free, changing the world, and sort of how inspirational that is. Muse of Nightmares, and this sort of fantasy, this idea that it's a sequel. In an Absent Dream. And I've tried to use things in here that are really to do with the book. So the bird idea is part of In an Absent Dream. If you've read it, you'll know what I mean. This graphic novel is about Lucy Knisley's baby and pregnancy journey, and this sort of idea of memories and love. The Simple Wild is all about Alaska, and a girl who is a lot on Instagram, and so that I felt that camera is quite apt, and this sort of idea of being wild and free. I had Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which is all to do with a sort of murder that's taken place in a cold case and going back, and there is this sort of thing with coffee in there, so I wanted to keep that in. Skin to State, which is a non-fiction by Cash Carraway, talking about poverty and motherhood. I kept that one quite simple. And then How to Be a Good Creature. This is a memoir told through different animals that Cy Montgomery, the author, has sort of had touch her life. She loves and adores them, so I've used that. I've then got The Sleepwalker's Guide to Dancing, And again, this idea of camera and taking photographs. Our main character in this is a photographer. And then that is it so far. So I still have more that I can use to fill this up. So I've really been enjoying doing this, and I definitely think I will continue next year and just keep putting in my 5-star reads. Oh, you can't see here, but it says the best books 2019. I always put down the side. I just really enjoyed making sort of a visual representation and a visual folder with these in. So thank you to Sarah for the inspiration and for giving me a bit of a creative outlet and just helping me to sort of revisit those 5-star reads and really think about why I enjoyed them and think about the central themes. It's something that I've really enjoyed doing. So yeah, this is my scrapbook, and I shall be continuing with it. And let me know if you do a scrapbook, or if you have a book like this that you put in your books or your 5-star reads, and any sort of tips and tricks on different cards that I can get to use for this would be greatly appreciated, because I am not a planner, and so I find it a bit of a struggle to find. I don't want to be getting individual ones for each individual book. I just want sort of packs. Yeah, so I'd be interested to see what people think and what the best ones are to buy for this. So I will speak to you all in the next one. Bye for now, BookTube.